lived on the banks of a river. Hildegard had a little house with walls all lined with paper. Hildegard had a little task to do down at the library. Hildegard packed a little flask filled with dandelion tea. The river flows fast and strong in the winter. The river gets lazy and low in the heat. The trees drop their leaves all over quiver and grow back blossom for the bees. Hildegard got a little book all filled with diagrams and instructions. Hildegard had a little look and then got to work constructing. Hildegard made a little boat of acorn shells and honey. Hildegard had a little float on the river when it was sunny. The river flows blue and white in the sun. The river flows brown and grey after rain. The insects come out when the rain is done to sit on the leaves of the trees again. Hildegard packed a little bag with clothes and books and biscuits. Hildegard felt a little sad when she looked for a home and missed it. Hildegard sailed for a day and a night and a day and a night and then moored. Hildegard went a long, long way and oh, so many things she saw. The river is home to mice and birds. The river is home to fish and beetles. The river is home to squirrels and worms and all different kinds of people. Hildegard made a little note of all her new friends' addresses. Hildegard filled her little boat with all of her new friends' presents. Hildegard took her little map and set the course for home. Hildegard took a little nap and then sat down alone. The river flows fast and strong in the winter. The river gets lazy and low in the heat. The trees drop their leaves all over quiver and grow back blossom for the bees. Hildegard is a little mouse who lives on the banks of a river. Hildegard has a little house with walls all lined with paper. Hildegard writes little letters to all her friends and family. Hildegard knits little sweaters and drinks dandelion tea.
Good afternoon, happy Wednesday. Hello Laga, how you doing? Back in these digs. Oh, I've moved the camera so my overlay doesn't work. Of course, nothing can ever just be left alone. I always mess something up. Hey Coach, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope your weeks are going well. Yes, it's like a Princess Leia, Rosie the Riveter situation. Haven't played the ukulele for ages. It's definitely going to need a tune. Lovely stuff. Hey Jack, how you doing? Oh, there we go. Making the tuning song worth it, Lurker. Oh, see, I've moved the camera further away so my head is not cut off, which I feel like is generally an improvement. But now look at this. You can see the stage. The illusion is ruined. Can't remember how I play this. The fancy lights from the mic stand have not gone very far. That's as unraveled as they got. It's like a dead thing. Hey, Ides.
You said we should look out further. I guess it wouldn't hurt us. We don't have to be around all these coffee shops. Now we've got that percolator. Never made a latte greater. I'm saving $23 a week. We drive to a house in Preston. We see police arresting a man with his hand in a bag. How's that for first impressions? This place seems depressing. It's a Californian bungalow in a cul-de-sac. It's got a lovely garden, a garage for 2 cars to park in, or a lot of room for storage if you've just got one. And it's going pretty cheap, you say? Well, it's a deceased estate on the pressed metal ceiling's great. Then I see the handrail in the shower, a collection of those canisters for coffee, tea and flour, not toffee, and a photo of a young man in a van in Vietnam. And I can't think of floorboards anymore, whether the front room faces south or north. And I wonder what she bought it for. If you've got a spare $500,000, you could knock it down and start rebuilding. If you've got a spare $500,000, you could knock it down and start rebuilding. If you've got a spare $500,000, you could knock
like this further away camera is making me look very squat. I look like a little toadstool of a person. Like, thank you so much for the gift sub to Coach Shipley. That is very kind of you. And like is on a 7 stream. Watch streak. Ides is on a 45 stream. Watch streak. Ides. That's a lot of streams, man. Thank you so much. But also, what are you doing? I make the same joke every time, but like, I'm not convinced that I've been here for the past 45 streams. I don't think I've done 45 streams. This is my 10th stream, everybody. Let's just go with that. I don't want to know how many there have actually been. I literally forget that adverts are a thing, and then occasionally I see like Twitter streamer discourse about the best way to run adverts. I'm like, oh, there's adverts. Sorry, everybody. So true, like if someone else must have done that one for me. It's kind of them, isn't it? I've got my washing machine on it. It sounds like it's going to take off. You know when your washing machine seeks flight? Wants to leave its mechanical bounds and take to the skies? Terrorized by the washing machine. Not an uncommon fate. Also, the amount of minutes that a washing machine says it has left, not accurate. It's not just my washing machine, right? Oh, wow. That was very chatty. This guitar cable or something. When it says 1 minute, it means as long as you're going to stand there looking at it, plus another 45 seconds after you've given up. That's how long that 1 minute is. Anytime I start the stream on the ukulele, which is pretty rare, but then I go to pick up the guitar, and the guitar feels huge. It feels so weird. I don't know what to do with all of this. There's just, I know there's another, it's like another chord I want to hear there. Is there another tab of this? I think she must just like hammer on something. Oh, well, I think you missed some very exciting washing machine discourse, Lurker. What note do I want there? That's going to annoy me. We're going to play a song with some swear words in it, so hold on to your hats. You protect that washing machine like poetry is no place for a heart that's whole. And I'm young and I'm strong, but I feel old and tired, overfired. I've been poked and stoked, it's all smoke, there's no more fire, only desire. Time here has been some sort of joke that I've been messing around, some sort of incubating period. But when I really come around, I'm cracking up. You have no idea how it feels to be on your own, in your own home with a fucking phone, mother of gloom, in your bedroom, standing over your head, with a hand in your head, with a hand in your head. I will not pretend, I will not put on a smile, I will not say I'm alright for you, and all I wanted was to be good, to do everything in truth, to do everything in truth. Oh, I wish I was born a man, so I could learn how to stand up for myself, like those guys with guitars I've been watching in bars, been stamping their feet to a different beat, to a different beat, to a different beat. I will not pretend, I will not put on a smile, I will not say I'm alright for you, and all I wanted was to be good, to do everything in truth, do everything in truth. Bloody motherfucking asshole, you bloody motherfucking asshole, you bloody motherfucking asshole, you bloody motherfucking asshole, you bloody motherfucking asshole. Bloody, I will not pretend, I will not put on a smile, I will not say I'm alright. Yeah, I'm guessing that Streamer, like the song list bot, would not be quick enough to grab it before Automod got it. Although I think you could do Bloody, I'm sure. I played that song because nobody asked, but slightly convoluted reason. I was listening to Mr. Tillman by Father John Misty, which mentions Jason Isbell, and then I was like, oh, I should play like songs that mention each other. Like I could play a Jason Isbell song, I could play that, and I could play a Jason Isbell song. And I was like, okay, I don't really have enough of those, but I have previously played Bloody Motherfucking Asshole by Martha Wainwright and Loudon Wainwright III, which is her father, who that song is about, has a song called, it's called Daughter, I think, which is about her as a pair, because they wrote songs about each other. I was like trying to come up with pairs, but I couldn't think of any others that I have like in my song list of people mentioning each other in their songs. That was a theme for the stream that didn't happen, but that's why I played that song. Let's play the Loudon Wainwright one just because I've mentioned it now. It's not on the song list. I don't know if it ever was. There was a episode of Only Connect the other day. I don't know who of you is familiar with the quiz show Only Connect, but the question format was that you were played 4 pieces of music and there was a connection between them and you had to identify the connection. And one of them was a song by Rufus Wainwright and one was a song by Leonard Cohen. And I absolutely just went off on one, like all these random like niche connections that I know about like their families and stuff. And I was like, well, they have a child with like them and like they did an interview about... And the connection was they sang Hallelujah, which I didn't get because I got distracted by like obscure background knowledge. I think it's the kind of thing where like, yeah, I'm worried that I would just get into the studio and just be terrible, not be able to remember a single word. Everything she sees, she says she wants. Everything where she wants, I see she gets. That's my daughter in the water. Everything she owns, I bought her. Everything she owns. That's my daughter in the water. Everything she knows, I taught her. Everything she knows. Everything I say, she takes to heart. Everything she takes apart. That's my daughter in the water. Every time she fell, I caught her. Every time she fell. That's my daughter in the water. I lost every time I fought her. Yeah, I lost every time. Every time she blinks, she strikes somebody blind. Everything she thinks blows her tiny mind. That's my daughter in the water. Who'd have ever thought her? Who'd have ever thought? That's my daughter in the water. I lost every time I fought her. Yeah, I lost every time. Welcome, Raiders. How are you doing? Well, Cherry, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a lovely stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Jeff Buckley was also in that quiz question lurker, but I did not recognize it. Bum, 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 bum. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Pyrrhus. I'm reading The Women of Troy at the moment. And Pyrrhus is the main character in that. He's not very sympathetic, though. But I won't take that out on you. I just got excited. Baptiste, thank you so much for the shout out. Hi, Baptiste. We're just singing some songs today. The song requests are open, so please feel free to take a look at the song list. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, bum, bum, bada, bum. Oh, oh. Do, 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 do. Ba-dum, bum, dum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, it's not even by him. Is this whole... My whole thing, my whole fact is... Okay, so I was doing this whole bit about the Wainwrights writing songs about each other. Luna Wainwright didn't even write that song, he just made it famous. I quit. Just gonna give up on that whole bit. The whole bit goes in the bin. Bit in the bin! Let's sing some more songs that aren't digs at other musicians. I lost every time. Hey, Wesley. Ooh, that's a bit bit flat, isn't it? Perfectly on time, as always, 3:30. Lurker, thank you so much for 3-month gift sub to 3:30. The threes aboundeth. Thank you so much. Bum, bum, ba, da, bum, ba, da, every time she fell, I caught her. I can't believe that whole fact is a lie. There's nothing good in the world anymore. Let's sing some Hooray for the Riff Raff. And then 3:30, is given a 3-month gift sub to Phoebe. Thank you so much, 3:30. This is just silly. Thanks, Paul. So I can't help but read that in a very kind of the thick Scottish accent. But what was I going to say? I can't remember. I was responding to yes, I'm reading The Women of Troy, which is a Pat Barker book. It is the sequel to The Silence of the Girls, which I read a while ago. And I picked this one up and I wanted to go and look at what rating I had given The Silence of the Girls when I read it. And it turns out I read it before I started rating my books. I read it quite a long time ago. That was like 2021. So I must have read it 2020 or 2019, I think. It's quite a long time ago. It's a very fascinating fact for you. I assume you mean, Jack, like on what platform, not like what is the process. Or maybe you mean what's the process, which we can discuss. But if you just mean like where, on Storygraph, I use Storygraph, but I also have a book Instagram account, which we have a command for somewhere. If you want to see my book reviews, if you got nothing going on. Said you're gonna shoot me down, put my body in the river. Shoot me down, put my body in the river while the whole world sings, singing like a song. The whole world sings like there's nothing going on. He shot her down, he put her body in the river. He covered her up, but I went to get her and I said, my girl, what happened to you now? I said, my girl, we've got to stop it somehow. Tell me what's a man with a rifle in his hand gonna do for a world that's so sick and sad? Tell me what's a man with a rifle in his hand gonna do for a world that's all gone mad? He's gonna shoot me down, put my body in a river, cover me up with the leaves of September like an old sad song. You heard it all before. Well, Delia's gone, but I'm settling the score. great song. Love it, Hooray for the Riff Raff. I've been listening to their new album. I say been listening. Yesterday evening and today. I realised they have a 2024 album. And I'm enjoying it. Thank you, Felix. Yeah, that's a great song. Sorry, yeah, I like mentioned that I have a book Instagram account and then started singing the song, and then all the commands had like every other social except for that one. But thank you, Bentisto. Yeah, they Bookstagram, blog, with my book content on, if you're into that. Jack, you also use Storygraph. We love that, but you don't rate. Fair enough. But do you enjoy the stats? I feel like I'm a bit of a completionist. So like I started rating books in 2021, beginning of 2021, I think, and then it's like I can't stop. I couldn't just stop. And also I'm aware that like I think I rate a bit highly, so probably most books I read could probably come down by about half a star, apart from like the top 5 stars. But like I can't shift it now, because then I'll have like a 3-star and then a 3-star from 2 years ago, and they won't be like comparable. Maddie, no, don't call me out. Hey Maddie, enjoy your luck. The stats are great, right? Now, why am I looking at my book stats? Because I want to be happy inside. That's why. It's very fun. And you get little pie charts, lots of pie charts, some graphs, some other forms of graph. Maddie's on a 45 stream streak. Maddie and Ides are like battling out, and I absolutely love it. Maddie, thank you so much for your consistent presence and consistently roasting me. Maybe, Jack. Oh, only if that would bring you joy. I review everything on my Bookstagram, like everything I read. I know, I probably skip like 1 book a year if it's just like inherently embarrassing or something. I can't remember the last thing I skipped. But I do get a bit tired of that, because sometimes I finish something, I'm like, I have to write a review. But sometimes they are like very brief if I don't have any thoughts or I don't want to type words. This is not an actual goal I have for myself. I just wanted to read quite a lot this year and be on my phone a bit less. And I kind of realised over the first couple of weeks of January I was reading about, on average, 100 pages a day. So I wanted to see if I could maintain 100 pages a day. But then, honestly, March has been a car crash of a month for various reasons. So I'm definitely behind. But maybe we can get back. I have to look up what day of the year it is. It's 87th day of the year. So I should have read 8,700 pages. I've read 7,900. Okay. I have to start counting like picture books that I read my niece. That doesn't count. I read The Gruffalo 12 times. Anyway, we love the book chat. I'm always happy to do book chat in on stream in chat. But also there's a book channel on Discord. And as I mentioned the other day, Charlotte Rotherham and I are planning to start a book club with whoever of you would be interested. But we were just discussing kind of like quite, like how to run it, like whether it's going to have streams or just be on Discord, and whether it's going to be on a separate Discord and all that kind of stuff. So we haven't actually sorted that out yet. But when we do. Oh, that's awesome, Jack. I feel like my phone time is like, it's a bit better. It's not, again, car crash March, it's not been great. But it's nearly April, so. Yes, we will send you an invite, Maddie, and a form. We'll send you the visa form for the book club. Yeah, I reckon, I'm just going to say this because then Charlotte will have to do what I say, is like, probably do a separate Discord, because you can't clone servers across 2 Discords very easily. And then I was thinking we could have a couple of other like aspects. I mean, people might hate if everyone's like, we do not want another Discord, then fine. But I was thinking we should also have things like what do you call it? Things like there could be a channel where people ask for like comp titles, like I really liked this, or does anyone know a book that's like this genre, this kind of vibe. And we could always chat stats as well. I was just making it a bigger thing, essentially. Most chaotic way. Okay. Maybe like carrier pigeon. Oh, right, back to the ukulele. Name all the characters in June. I literally cannot do that. But, okay. Paul, Jessica. I'm not doing all of Paul's names. Count Harkonnen, Baron Harkonnen. All their like henchmen who had like names that looked way too similar. Duncan, Idaho, the funniest name ever. Then the two henchmen whose names both begin with the same letter, so I never knew which one was which for like half the book because apparently my brain can't do that. Paul's lady friend begins with a C. Can't remember her name. Like Stigler or Stugler or Stig of the Dump, who runs the Freeman colony. Proof? Is that Proof? I finished this like 4 days ago. I've wiped it from my brain. It's gone. Bye-bye. His sister's called like Ayla or Ada or Aira or something like Vowley. Channy. I can't remember any of the ones that aren't like English names. Apparently. The Emperor is called the Emperor. Princess Irulan. Irulan? It feels like they shoved more syllables in, but I think it's just Irulan. I knew Channy was Zendaya. Well, only because I knew Zendaya was in the films. And for the first half of the book, I was like, who is Zendaya? And then Channy turned up and I was like, this is Zendaya. So then I imagined Zendaya. Whereas the rest of the time I was not imagining film people. Yes, I did click Paul. Or, in my head, I kept saying it Maud Dib. But it's definitely not Maud. It's like Muad, right? Or something like that. It's like Maud, which is an old lady name in English. Or whatever his other names are. I would like to watch them. But is it Maud? Is it like which way around are the vowels? I was just reading it as Maud, but then I think it's M-U. Yeah, it's M-U at the beginning. Like M-U-A. And then it's like all like Arabic based, isn't it? So not that I know how to pronounce Arabic, as we've learnt from my past follies. Oh, tell me what's a man with a rifle in his hand. Chaotic. I respect that lurker, that's funny. Duncan, Idaho is such a meme and such a meme name that, oh, it's kind of spoiler. I kept expecting him to come back in the book and he just didn't come back. That's a complete spoiler. Did go. Muad'Dib. Muad. Yeah, I kind of like want to watch them, but then anyone I'd watch them with like hasn't read the books. And then I don't know if they'll just be like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm having a bad time. My brother-in-law and my sister went to watch the first one. Neither of them read the books. This is obviously a few years ago. And he really liked it. And she said she was just sat there disbelieving that she had to sit through 2 more hours of it. She was like, the acting was really good and it was really pretty, but she just did not know what was happening. It's like torment. My fear is that I also would not know what was happening even though I read the bloody book. And then I finished it, and I was like, maybe I'll read June Messiah, which is the second one. Because it's not like the story is over at the end of book 1. Everyone on the internet is like, it's the same, it's basically the same book. Just read June Messiah. And then I was like, Bethany, walk away. I think maybe one day. right now. I think that I would be as fulfilled by reading the Wikipedia page of what happens. And that's not to say that I really disliked the writing or anything. I didn't. But the Wikipedia page would do it. Hey James, how are you doing? Good music. Oh, that's fun. I don't watch like that many films, and then I feel like often they're not like big kind of like cinematic spectacle films. So things like the music are like not, or like adventure film, you know, when the music's really big deal. It's often not that. It'd be more like biopics or like really like low budget, weird indie films or something. So it'd be nice to watch a film where it's like, we threw money at the music, we threw money at the pictures. Wikipedia is an underrated way of experiencing a film. Well, it couldn't be much lower rated. So Maddie, you've turned your back on the stats. That's sad. I've got this plugged in and not turned on. It's a metaphor. Fade Routher. This is just going to happen on stream now whenever I remember a character's name. Don't you worry there, my honey, we might not have any money, but we've got our love to pay the bills. Maybe I think you're cute and funny, or maybe I wanna do what bunnies do with you, if you know what I mean. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Oh, let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants from way up there. You and I, you and I. Well, you might be a bit confused and you might be a little bit bruised, but baby, how we spoon like no one else. So I will help you read those books if you will soothe my worried looks, and we will put the lonesome on the shelf. Well, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. So let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants from way up there. You and I, you and I. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. So let's get rich and build a house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants from way up there. You and I, you and I. That reminds me of somebody who was in my my undergrad, who used to sit in lectures on this website. I can't remember what it's called. It's a website where you can tick off, I don't know if it's just TV, or I think it was TV and film probably, everything you've ever seen and like how many times you've seen it, and then it tallies up how much time you've spent like watching TV, which just always is kind of exhausting, because how on earth are you, like, you can't obviously remember everything you've seen. But he would sit there like, you know, I've seen Breaking Bad 3 times, and it would be like, you spent, you know, 3 weeks watching Breaking Bad. It's slow, terrifying, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm the same, Jack. I kind of don't want to know. And also, I think the impossibility of ever actually, logging everything would irritate me. I don't have that here, James. You're welcome. Do 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 do. I think I've seen Breaking Bad twice. I've seen The American Office maybe twice. Probably some episodes more. There'll be other things. I think there's definitely a few shows I've watched twice. Yeah, people have like their comfort shows, don't they? Like some people like watch Friends like 50 times a year. It's kind of the point where and I watched it as like a teenager. I think it was like you just have it on the background, like just new episode, not kind of like. I don't really do that anymore. I find that quite unpleasant, but I did used to do it when I was young. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I love the show Hannibal. And I watched that. I absolutely binged that. And then I was watching it really quickly, and I got to the final episode. There's 3 seasons. Got to the final episode, and I was like, oh, I don't want to watch this right now. Like, I want to save this for when I'm really in the mood, like to savor it. And I never watched it, so I've never seen the final episode of like probably my favorite TV show. So I probably should watch all of it and then watch the final episode. I know the main the key beats of what happens in that episode, but it's a bit silly. And I think then I was kind of waiting, like, it will get renewed for season 4. And that really is kind of not happening. It's a bit tragic, right? I think it's a bit tragic. Or embarrassing. I don't know, one of the two. Oh. I was going to wear, like, jeans for the stream to be, like, a proper human. But I went for a run and I got hailed on. And I was like, I deserve joggers. Yeah, you don't want your total watch time of the shows you fixated on when you were 2. Michael, thank you so much for the resub. I did, Maddie. I didn't listen. It then was really sunny. It was kind of sunny this morning, and then it hailed, and it was like sideways rain, and I was like, great, I'm meant to be going on my run. This is not ideal. And then it kind of cleared up, but also kept hailing on me. It's just, yesterday was nice. I went for a walk along a river and everything. It was about 25 minutes away from my house. And had a picnic, and it was lovely. And then I drove home, and the drive home took me 3 hours. And I'm still not over it. I'm just not over it. He walked down a busy street, staring solely at his feet, clutching pictures of past lovers at his side. Stood at the table where she sat and removed his hat in respect of her presence. Presents her with the pictures and says, these are just ghosts that broke my heart before I met you. These are just ghosts that broke my heart before I met you. Opened up his little heart, unlocked the lock that kept it dark, and I read a written warning saying I'm still mourning over ghosts, over ghosts, over ghosts, over ghosts that broke my heart before I met you. Lover, please do not fall to your knees. It
It's not like I believe in everlasting love. He went crazy at 19, said he lost all his self-esteem and couldn't understand why he was crying. He would stare at empty chairs, think of the ghost who once sat there, the ghost that broke his heart, oh the ghost that broke my heart, the ghost that broke his heart, oh the ghost that broke my heart, the ghost, 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 the ghost that broke my heart before I met you. Lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. He said, I'm so lost, I'm not at all well. Dude's down and there's nothing left to be. Well, turn out I've been following him and he'd been following me. Do was done and after it was over, well, we were just two lovers crying on each other's shoulder. And I said, lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. I said, lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. Yeah, I have a water butt I need to go and fix, but I decided that could be tomorrow's problem when it was hailing. Yeah, I'm still equipped with ghosts. Why are ghosts such a common little emote? I mean, they're very cute. I'm not mad about it, but how much does that come up? Water butt, you know, like a tank that collects rainwater. Hey, it's me, by the way. I don't think I said hi. Why is that called butt? Why do we put butt on the end of that? When does my what, Maddie? I said in America use rain barrel. Rain barrel. Oh, when do I teach the children? By which I mean the adults. I have been teaching them this term, Maddie. Actually, it's the last week of term this week, so I have no more teaching this year. I might do some marking, I don't know. In Dutch, it's a... Oh, gosh, my Dutch... I have abandoned my languages too much to be able to know what to do with that. Regento. Oh, rain barrel. There we go. You're with the Americans. I enjoyed the lek, James. All right, we got random song requests, random original requests. So, as is tradizionale, I don't know what that was, I'm sorry. As is traditional, I will do a original that is not on the song list. clothes are too heavy for skin, when your eyes are too hot to see, when your breath comes shallowly, and you don't want to take a look at what's inside your screens. You just want to close your eyes and slip back into. I had a dream last night that I was married to a different man. You don't know him. I had a dream last night that I was standing on the bow of a ship, and now I'm warm, thin, warm, thin. When you wake up and the news is on, and the peace has already gone, and the day is 1,000 years, and the night has disappeared, and you don't want to have to think about what it all means. You just want to close your eyes and slip back into. I had a dream last night that we were running for our lives. We were flying. I had a dream last night that I was bringing the harvest in, and now I'm warm, thin, warm, thin. With all the horror around the world, and the oil spilling on the shore, all these things that slip into my head, all these screams that slip into my bed. If I had a dream last night that I was married to a different man, and I held on for an hour or two upon waking just because I can, would you blame me?
That one is called Somewhat Unimaginatively. I Had a Dream Last Night. It's on Songtober. It's day 12 of Songtober. My Songtober album, which is on YouTube and Bandcamp. Ah, thanks, Lurk and Work. Ooh, would you blame me? Ooh. Oh, thank you, Lurker. There's the link. Lurker the linker. What's this? What's this little Italian? Don't know. All right, we've got some classic Bentisto requests coming up. Hope you're excited. Lurker, thank you so much for the gift sub to Lurk and Work. I was going to do a terrible accent with the thank you, but I'm better than that. In this moment. Not even lights, Maddie, not even lights. Bentisto is a very diverse request. The yawn's part of it.
Hope can drown, lost in thunderous sound. Fear can claim what little faith remains, but I carry strength from souls now gone. They won't let me give in. I will never surrender or free the earth and sky. Crush my heart into embers and I will reignite. La 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 la. I will reignite. Death will take all those who fight alone, but together we can shake a fate once set in stone. Just hold the line until the end, for we will give them hell. I will never surrender or free the earth and sky. Crush my heart into embers and I will reignite. La 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 la. I will reignite. La 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 la. I will reignite.
That's like a little bit dramatic, but that song can take the drama. Maybe even requires. Apologies, kicked the wire out. Maybe even requires the drama. We now come to a regular stream feature called Bethan's been listening to some Joanna Newsom recently and has convinced herself that she can play these Joanna Newsom songs that aren't on the song list, and she's going to try and play them and then realise that they're too hard. It's a catchy title.
seat. So he's shaping his face in ascension as it comes from the capital C. Some is thinking
Oh, this one I think is actually like, I could sing it in range, but it's just musically very hard.
so the well runs dry, and we came to see time is tall and space is wide.
Great song. Maybe one day. It's got, like, the tune is the same for each verse, but it's got different chord progression every time, and it's absolutely terrifying me. Oh, this one's already been transposed, which means I've already tried it, which means I've already failed it. Love it, love it, love it, that for me.
And I said, well, you will desire, and I with his eggshells, every season, taking turns, taking
Oh gosh. So these are all from the album Divers, which I listened to the other day, and I was like, I only have one song from Divers on my song list, which is The Things I Say. And I was like, why do I have none of these other songs? It's a great album. It's all about like time travel, and death, and like intergalactic war. It's really fun. And I was like, why do I not have these on my song list? And the answer is they're really hard. It's not the most complex of answers.
oh, spare your broken soldier.
It just changes key like every 4 seconds. I'm just not that much of a baller. Right. It's not going to be any new Joanna Newsom songs on the song list today. But thank you so much for returning for this segment, everybody. This is the live learn feature today. I think this one is like I can do about half of it, and then it shoots off into space, metaphorically. It's just this thing where like you can sing songs in the car and you think that means you can sing them. And that is not actually true. Who knew?
The cause is Ozymandian, the map of Sapo-Conican. You send it and beveled, the land lone and leveled by some unrecorded and powerful hand, which plays along the monument and drums upon a plastic back. The brave men and women so dear to God and fame promise to all of the ages wreck. Sang, do you love me? Will you remember the snow falls above me? Yeah, that's just gonna get naff. Great song though. That's Supper Carnican. Yeah. Yeah, lots of people like John Newsom has a very distinctive voice. Some people don't like it. I will say if you kind of like some of the songs or like you want to try them, then her voice has changed quite a lot over time. So her more recent stuff, like her most recent album is Divers, which is like quite old now. It's 9 years ago, but I think she's got one in the background. There's an album coming, but anyway, her voice is quite different. She had surgeries and stuff. So Coach, you're so welcome. I'm so glad you could be here for the Bethan Mumbles Joanna Newsom segment. It's a real treat every time. Enjoy it the rest of your day. Alrighty, let's go back to things that people actually requested and have a look at By the Moon for Lurker. Now this is from my album 10 Strings. Speaking of people not releasing albums. Oops. I did wonder if today I should do the Apocalypse album. We'll call it Behind the Scenes, Jack. Pretending that there's an in front of the scenes. In front of the scenes. Should we do that? Yeah, I've kind of got back into that idea. Oh, not in front of the scenes, just in the scenes. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. I was thinking of the scenes as a physical place. All right, we'll leave lots of Easter eggs in the VODs for you, Lurker. Not actual Easter eggs. Not till Sunday. I want to do a little poll in the chat. Are you from like a country where the Easter eggs are like painted hard-boiled eggs, or are you from a happy country? Like I was like sick. I'm just gonna turn them off because I've decided to do this this playthrough thing and I have no idea how long it will take. Good. Hiding them inside. Acceptable, I suppose. But chocolate, good. We were talking about our Easter plans, and it has ended up being that we're gonna have a lunch where there will be 7 adults, and 1 2-year-old, and a full Easter egg hunt for everybody. I guess the idea is that you don't rip them out of the hands of the 2-year-old, but like it's tempting. Yeah, we've got like cream eggs and stuff. She's got some like couple of little chocolates she can eat. I'm sure her parents will help her eat the rest. Oh yeah, always like one you can't find, right? We used to do it as kids. My dad would hide them for me and my sister.
And then he would always forget where a couple were. They were quite hard to find. And I'd be like, oh, have you got that one? Yeah, have you got that one? Oh, I don't know where it is then. And then you'd find them like months later, like melted or half eaten by a cat. Hello, old friend, I've come around again. I haven't seen much of you lately. I've been courting in the quiet hours, singing love songs to the sea. Hello, old friend, we've been here so long, though you are older than I like to sit beside you, but sometimes when I arrive I'm alone. You've already left the sky. Have you heard the songs they sing about us? You so steady, I am flighty, but still we both remain, spinning circles round each other. Even though I love another, I still return to say, hello, old friend, I'm back in town again. For all my absences, forgive me. Tell me what's been going on while I've been away, singing love songs to the sea. Hello, old friend, I know this pattern well. We've danced this dance 1,000 times before. Let me tell you all the stories of the night. What friend could do more? Have you seen the stars sprawl in the heavens? All the way the shadows swallow the trees. Have you heard the quiet hush of dreaming as the world follows you into sleep? I am a nomad and a wanderer. When they speak about me, I am changeable and strange. You are the one that they adore. You give them light and give them life, and you always stay the same. Hello, old friend, I want to take the chance before the centuries pass us by, to tell you what a friend you have been to me, and how much I'll miss you when you die. Hello, old friend, I hope it's fair to say we keep each other in good company. Though one day soon I will surely leave to go, singing love songs to the sea. Please design like an ultra Easter egg hunt. I want her to be on there for days. You know, maybe some obstacles, maybe some like, you know, the way of the warrior. Build the way of the warrior. It's a very kind of specific reference. Yeah. Ooh, that would be kind of fun. An Easter egg run. And then you could eat the eggs as you go for energy. Like instead of a beer mile, a chocolate mile. Do that. Did a Christmas fun run last year, and it was partway round you got a shot of chocolate milkshake. It's not really like what you normally want when you're running. GeoGuessr Easter egg hunt? Throwback. I saw someone definitely doing... Oh no, GeoGuessr. Like, I was thinking of geocaching. I saw someone doing geocaching the other day. I was like, what is it, 2012? GeoGuessr. I'm going to shut up and sing Auto Vlechtuch. Onder mij. Betrayed by my own piano. Wow. Oh, that's fun, 3:30, yeah. Just don't leave a virus in the Tupperware. Hey, Iceman, how you doing? We're doing good, except for I just played bum note, right? Onder mij giet land voorbij, Vlechtuch werkt zich omhoog. De wolken door, nog 12 uur, en het zonlicht dat brandt in mijn oog. O, ik hoop dat ik sloop, misschien wel tot mij. Als ik droom van een boom en een zomerse wijn. Auto Vlechtuch, de trein, de boot. Auto Vlechtuch, de trein, de boot. Wat is de wereld toch groot? De boot die wacht op de kaart, nog steeds geen haven zegt. Maak zucht en maak vrucht, gooi laat grond de krogen hier dicht. Want ik weet, goh dat gij, straks is er nergens wat open. En 6 uur later weg het water goost, te vrijen in sloop. Auto Vlechtuch, de trein, de boot. Auto Vlechtuch, de trein, de boot. Wat is de wereld toch groot? Als ik mijn ogen sluit, zie ik elke dag wanneer de wereld is groot. In mijn dorp aan de rivier. Auto Vlechtuch. Auto Vlechtuch, de trein, de boot. 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 Wat is de wereld toch groot? Als ik mijn ogen sluit. I did that. That was a real curious mixture of tempos. And a curious mixture of sounds. A lovely bit of Dutch Squad. Out of Leituur. The train, the boat. Auto Leituur. Of Limburgish. More specifically. All right, we're going to play the one song from Joanna Newsom's album Divers that I do actually have on the song list, which is the middle song of the album called The Things I Say. If I have the space of half a day, I'm ashamed of half the things I say. I'm ashamed to have turned out this way, and I desire to make amends, but it don't make no difference now, and no one's listening. And solemn vows don't make you any friends. There's an old trick played when the light and the wine conspire to make me think I'm fine. I'm not, but I have got half a mind to maybe get there. Come easy and our lives come hard, and we carry them like a pack of cards. Some we don't use but we don't discard, but keep for a rainy day. Song. I mention it pretty much every time, but I love that rhyming scheme of like last lines of verses rhyming across verses. Thank you for requesting that one, Lurker. To make up a little bit for my perpetual disappointment in my inability to play 4 hours of Joanna Newsom every stream. We ride and die for song wrong, Bentisto. Maybe her next album will be like really easy to sing. And maybe I will turn into a caterpillar. Hey, Baby Chan, I see a name change. Welcome in. Our lives come easy and our lives come hard, and we carry them like a pack of cards. Some we don't use but we don't discard, but keep for a rainy day. All right, Lurker, take care when you head off, and see you soon. What I'm going to do now is some originals. I'm going to do a bit of a playthrough of an album that I haven't released yet. Some we don't use, but we don't discard, but keep for a rainy day. I think like this was going to be the next album, but then I've got this like folk album. I might do that first because I think that'll be easier. So maybe in like 2 albums time I might record this unnamed-ish album. But keep for a rainy day. Leica, thank you so much for that gift sub. That's very kind of you. Ooh. This is an album about climate change and apocalypse narratives. Or something pretentious like that. Nosy Eye, thank you so much for the resub. That's a ridiculously long little sub situation there. 46 months. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. I've never written down the chords for this song. I should probably do that somewhere. Nosy Eye, how's the streaming life? I think it's in this key. It seems very high. Let's find out. Has your perception of my recollection changed with time? Well, it may have happened to your head, but it's not happened to mine. I ate a dish of oily fish and drank a moderate amount of red wine. So I recall with age-old clarity the things you do to hurt me. Around and again, around and again, around and again, around and again. First you adore me, then you scorn me, then you tell me that nothing has changed. But you're the one who's growing old, I just get better with age. I know the tricks and the tips, I wrote the book, I printed the page. So I watch on unknowingly as you conspire to hurt me. Around and again, around and again, around and again, around and again. Have your factories burned your trees and now you need a new way to eat? Well, I gave you all I had, so I hold my hands up in defeat. You took a look at the larder and went hard like you had something to beat. But I'm no one you're beating, and when I lose, you lose with me. Around and again, around and again, around and again. These many men, well, I am oil, I am soil, I am toil, I am blood. I am light, I am night, I am fight, I am flood. Oh, what you did, what you hid, what you bid, I see all. All you took, all you shook, all you crooks, I recall. Around and again, around and again. These many men, around and again. These many men. You have denied the times you lied as though you think that I can forget. Well, I commend your attempts, but I haven't quite forgotten yet. You made a mint of
my skin, so don't think about feigning regret. Oh, these many men searching for mastery of me. Around and again, 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 around and again. See you later, take care. I very much will be doing an Easter egg hunt. There's peak activity for me. Competitive, investigative, chocolative. Tick, 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 tick. Hey, Grand Gaming, how are you? Alright, continuing with this unreleased non-existent album. English is whatever you want it to be. I'm good, thank you. I'm very happy to be here hanging out. This next song is a song. You're welcome. Do you remember when we buried our snouts in the snow? We were creatures, creatures, creatures. Do you remember how the sound settled down outside my window? We were creatures, creatures, creatures. Life go easy, life go easy, life go easy. Life go easy, life go easy, life go easy. And all it required was you and me to close our eyes, settle down and go to sleep. Remember, we were only tired beasts. Well, the chain had got so heavy we thought we'd suffer for it shaking. The chain had got so heavy we forgot the delight of breaking. I took it easy, drank honey, drank water from the stream. We were creatures, creatures, creatures. I flew above you, sat on the thermal wake, no dream. We were creatures, creatures, creatures. Days go easy, days go easy, days go easy. Days go easy, days go easy, days go easy. And all it required was you and me to close our eyes, settle down and go to sleep. Remember, we were only tired beasts. Well, the chain had got so heavy we thought we'd suffer for it shaking. Well, the chain had got so heavy we forgot the delight of breaking. Little
Well, the air is grey again, the grass is mown, the fire's lit, the men are home, and I am feeling more alone for lacking all the quiet. We were creatures, 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 teachers, teachers, teachers. We were creatures, creatures, creatures. Oh, watch out there. My mods have very strict instructions regarding the aristocracy. But he's just like, wait, do I? This one's probably like the rustiest. Like, I never sing this. I think it's gonna like layer. So obviously I can't like do that live. I mean, I could loop it, but I'm not gonna loop it. This is like acoustic demo. Here is the water. Oh, take a look at the water. Would you feed it your daughter if it was all you could offer? Would you take all your mind in the middle of the night? Step into the world and step into the swirling, churning of the sea. Ooh. All you could offer. All the dead children, so many dead children. If I named them, I'd claim them. All the dead children, so many dead children. If I named them, I'd claim them. So I leave them to the sea. Would you feed it your daughter if it was all you could offer? So many tongues, more tongues than can be justly done by light-lunged oxygen junkies. I give my tongue to the sea. Ooh, oh, here is the water. Ooh, take a look at the water. Would you feed it your daughter if it was all you could offer? Did you float in your mother's belly like the gods in the ether before discovering gravity? Did you feel how the water turned from warm to salty as she tipped from the ship and the change dragged you down into the sea? Ooh, 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 ooh.
look at the water. Would you feed it your daughter if it was all you could offer? With your head on my belly, does my hunger sound like the sea? Would it rise up to feed me or give me release? Well, here is the water. Take a look at the water. Would you feed it your daughter if that was all you could offer? Here is the water. Take a look at the water. Would you feed it your daughter if it was all you could offer?
I ignored the note I'd written at the top that said try higher. That was quite low. But other than that, that was quite fun. Okay, I quite like that guitar vibe for that. Make a note of that. Ah, thank you for the kind words, everybody. From the least played on that album to the most.
Something green swinging of its place on this earth, and it ate up the sewers and the towers, and it ate up the brothels and the bowers, and it ate up all their found living, and it didn't set aside the children and the women. No, it didn't set aside the children and the women. Play came in way too certain for something grief swinging of its place on this earth, and it ate up the sewers and the towers, and it ate up the brothels and the bowers, and it ate up all their found living, and it didn't set aside the children and the women. No, it didn't set aside the children and the women. They shut the city down overnight. Sit tight, the bad airs only circulate outside. The city walls are newly clad, airtight, fireproof and urine repellent, self-cleaning, floral smelling. Shut your doors and pose your noses, we'll all be coming up roses. There was a lord of land watching his tenements as they fell to sick, then fell to penniless cries. What do you require by way of penitence? But the gods had long moved down to the city and bought up the hills where the air smelled pretty, pushed up the market with divine wages, only returned for drunken rages. Oh, oh, oh. What were the walls begin to crumble? I didn't know they needed so much care. What were the rules? My moral compass stumbles. A little nudging as the earth becomes, the air becomes. But if the king is dead, oh, who will be king instead? Oh, for heavy is the head, but feathery is the bed. Oh, oh, ooh, 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 ooh. When the pigs break
break into the lordly halls, for the pig herd is dead, and the guards have long since left post, and all them slavering, starving sows and boars take a little minute to get their desserts, emotional, slacking for millennia of hurt. The lords and the ladies are plump for the plucking leeches after a goodly sinking. Oh, oh, oh. What were the wolves begin to crumple? Well, I didn't know they needed so much care. What were the rules? My moral compass stumbles. A little nudging as the earth becomes, the air becomes. But if the king is dead, oh, who will be king instead? Oh, for heavy is the head, but feathery is the bed. Well, exponential growth is an existential threat. You can't keep her having more when there's nothing more to get. When there's nothing more to get. When there's nothing more to get. When there's nothing more to take a little minute to gather your papers. You might need proof of purchase later. Claim insurance for all your damages and make a sweet pile on bubonic ravages. What were the walls begin to crumble? I didn't know they needed so much care. What were the rules? My moral compass stumbles. A little nudging as the earth becomes, the air becomes. But if the king is dead, oh, who will be king instead? For heavy is the head, but feathery is the bed. Oh, plague came in way too certain for something grief swinging of its place on the earth, and it ate up the sewers and the towers in it, ate up the brothels and the bowers in it, ate up all there I found living, and it didn't set aside the children and the women. No, it didn't set aside the children and the women in it, ate up the sewers and the towers in it, ate up the brothels and the bowers in it, ate up all there I found living, and it didn't set aside the children and the women. No, it didn't set aside the children and the women in it, ate up the sewers and the towers in it, ate up the brothels and the bowers in it, ate up all there I found living, and it didn't set aside the children and the women. No, it didn't set aside the children and the women. Bum ba da ba da bum ba dum ba da dum dum ba da na 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 ba dum bum bum. That's a fun one. The thing is, like, ones like that, because it's fun, I'm like looking forward to recording it, but then also kind of nervous because, like, what if I don't like the version that I end up with? Oh, oh, oh. So your PhD, Baby Chan, is just going to be on dark energy and dark matter, and you're going to use the Hubble telescope and James Webb. Sounds completely within the scope of a PhD. Do, 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 do. Maddie was there. Maddie's in space. What you doing out there, Maddie? Changing the lens on the Hubble Space Telescope. That's pretty funky, Maddie. That whole bit was weird enough, even if you know the song. Apologies to anybody who just... It's like, what are you on about? Alright, we're now going to play another song. What? No way. There's more songs in the album. There is. Can you believe it? No, but it's true. Maddie pursuing the lost CD into outer space. One day I will find you. Okay, so originally this was ukulele, and then I got a bit sick of it on the ukulele. Sorry, Benti, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm just ignoring you. So I'm going to play on the guitar, but I don't know how it will be in the original. This one I'm like, I need to figure out how to give it the edge, give it the funk, give it a little something, something, something. Like the little song, like, could be annoying, but also it's quite different. And then I'm thinking, like, I can probably have some quite funky, like, but I don't know what edge this one will have. We'll find out one day. Yours is a Jungle EP. Yours is a Jungle is listed on a draft document for another album, so it doesn't get an EP. Although I don't really know what album's on it. Maybe it could be an EP, because I could cut some of these. Like, you don't need that. No one needs that. That's some rubbish song. If I cut some songs, then it's 5 songs. That's a weird length. Hey, baby chan. No, I did not submit my thesis. That would be a little bit early. But it's going well. Thank you. Presenting at a conference, and then the people are like, oh, I liked your thoughts you had in the conference. And I'm like, oh, you're welcome for my thoughts. I also appreciate them. That kind of scenario. Yes, I do it all in a South African accent. And the problem is, basically, I kind of plan these, like, albums, and then, you know, I'm not going to record that for like 2 years, and I've written other songs, and I'm like, do I try and put them in? Do I just record an album of old songs? It's difficult. Oh, thank you, Jack, you're very welcome. Oh, don't know what that is. What's this? Something. It's a bit Afrikaans, but it's a bit something else as well. I don't know. Oh, well, this conference was about well-being, Maddie, so I think bullying was generally discouraged.
For summer we watched the owls. Do you know what birds look like when they flew? They looked like honeymooners cavorting like the sky was new. There were things I cannot name, darkness deep where ancient fishes swim, while here on land the beast across the deserts ran. It felt like burning to lose it in the flames, and the world keeps turning. Have you heard that once we lived in trees? You don't believe half of what I say. Say it's a fairy tale woven for the end of days. But I heard the old myths told by the sky. I heard the wind wail and the rivers cry. I felt the heat beat down and burn on my skin. I heard the mountains shout again and again. In summer we watched the owls. Do you know how trees would give away their leaves, turn gold from green, and let the winter come for me? Shut your eyes and imagine the sound comes down as though the sky will break. The branches shake, the clouds will fall, the earth will quake. And it felt like rending to lose it in the flames, and the world keeps ending. You could watch the morning rise. The dawn turns pink and says the day is new. And light comes through the way the honeymooners flew. Again and again, again and again. I've lost it all, again and again, again and again, again and again. I've seen the fall, again and again, again and again, again and again. I've lost it all, again and again, and I can't name all the things I wish you knew. Frog sits tiny on your palm. If that is all you take that away. Say it's a fairy tale woven for the end of days. Chloe, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. I couldn't find a good spot in the song to say hello to the raiders. I hope you had a great stream, and take care. Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, it did go well. Had some interesting conversations, and it's lovely to see all sorts of work that's going on, and also to see that some of my critiques of it remain standing. Let's put it that way. Oh, na, 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 the beast across the desert ran. That's like I'm least sure of that one. Yeah, that's the Again and Again song. Lurker, if you're watching the VOD, that's where you had the again and again. Because in the first song it's around and again, and then it kind of comes back, but it's again and again in this song. So you weren't wrong. All right, we've got a fun little trio of songs to finish off the album. So it was presenting papers, and then they are doing conference proceedings. So I'm meant to be writing that, but they have not sent the the remit through yet. See you, Jack. Thank you so much for hanging out. And some nebulous Future Point. It ain't easy being pretty, being a pretty girl in the city. It ain't easy being pretty, being a pretty girl in the city. It's not half as fun when the day is done, watching the river run, brown and gritty. Come on down to fixed up to fiddle there. Weave leaves and weeds into your hair. Make your love bath shimmer and hope not city boys who will then won't throw the dog a decent bone. It ain't easy being pretty, being a pretty girl in the city. When the wind blows cold, it's not like the tales they told. Pavements shiny with gold are gray and gray. Come out to the country at harvest time, and in the city you still look fine. Mud on the hands and strawberry wine. Pluck the loose hairs from your bow and pick the jig. You already know how the sweet old tunes all go. You know that it ain't easy, ba-dum, being pretty, ba-dum, being a pretty girl in the city. In the city, well, I was a pretty girl too, and I grew up pretty like you. But I stayed away when the call came through to take you to the town. Out in the country, yeah, playing at the country fair. Everyone you know is already there, so there ain't no messing around. It ain't easy, being pretty, being a pretty girl in the city. Out here we grew you, out here we knew you, till the city wind blew through. Ain't that a pity? Out here the fruit is sweet, dancing on aching feet. The simple life is a tasty treat. After the city, the harvest left us full. The river's clear and cool. Stay a while and play us all some pretty ditty. Well, it ain't easy being pretty, being a pretty girl in the city. It ain't easy being pretty, being a pretty girl in the city.
I've said before when I played that song, like, I can't 100% justify it, why that song is on an Apocalypse album, but it is in my head. I'll make up some nonsense. This song, next song, however, is fully Apocalypse. For anyone who missed it, I'm doing a playthrough of an album that I have written but not recorded, which is about the apocalypse.
After the sky comes crashing down, what kind of vows make it through the end times? The old religions are all dead now. What kind of new will make it how you want it? Take it if you want it, it's on the shelf. What kind of life? Take it if you want it. If you don't want it, then kill yourself. I remember well how I felt dying. Dying ain't nothing after the fall. All of us there, so scared of dying, we didn't know dying at all. Yeah, look at the children, all the dead children. They rise on up and dance in the street. The street's overgrown, full of dead children, shooting down pigeons for barbecue meat. Underground there's a bunker, in the bunker there are people who have never seen the sky. They don't want their lungs poisoned. Honey, we're all poisoned. You just pick how you die. What do you get after the end times? All sorts of singing about how it used to be, but no one remembers after the end times. Everything's hazy, memory or dream. Was the grass green? I don't know shit now. I just keep chopping radioactive food. What have you seen? Don't tell me that shit now. I'm not in the apocalyptic storytelling mood. Barter and borrow and steal from the dead. Take what you want, died a long walk today. Well, take what you want from the land of the dead. It's only alone we'll return it someday. What kind of vows make it through the end times? Only the feeding and bleeding kind. What kind of hours? There's no hours in the end times. Just you and tomorrow and the voices in your mind. Underground there's a bunker. In the bunker there are people who have never seen the sky. They don't want their lungs poisoned. Honey, we're all poisoned. You just pick the reason why. Underground there's a bunker, and the bunker's full of people who have never seen the sky. They don't want their lungs poisoned. Honey, we're all poisoned. You just pick why you die. It's just me having a silly 5 minutes, really. Relatively difficult to breathe during. But lots of little references for the stream. Because I am inherently an unserious person. And then that's the penultimate song of the album. And then this, shocker, is gonna be the final album. That's sweet, Benty Sto. I look forward to killing your brain cells. This song is essentially a response to the previous song. Because I wrote a song and then I wrote a response to it. Because I am an academic. So... the final song. See you, Maddie. Yes, daylight saving time happens on Sunday. So from Sunday will be earlier. Go sleep, Maddie. Thank you for hanging out. Get that up. All right, the last song of this album. But what now, when the call of catastrophe becomes alluring? What now, when the steady roof becomes only a roof in a state of yet to be falling? When this land is drowned, soon land, not land we love and walk on. When the drowning might take many forms of yet to be and yet to be adored. I have fallen a little bit in love, it's just a brief obsession with the four horsemen and their promise of thrills and vindication. For me to say the burning horizon is all I said it would be, briefly satisfies frustrations with the way things seem to be. But we make the future weaving future making's a funny task. Oh, the paths are open for a moment, shining brightly back. What
what gift can I give the small ones, the beans that flower optimistically in January, snowy weather? What gift can I give the girl who falls apart with laughing as her family fill the kitchen and the dusk with dancing? But what now, when the call of catastrophe becomes alluring, when the temptation grows to lie down in a dark room and say, the world is a sorry, sorry place. I am sorry, sorry it came to this. I am an oracle of apocalypse. But to turn to the sun, to the kitchen, and the waves, to the owl, to the city, to the sleepers, to the plague, and say I'm scared, but not because there is no meaning. Scared because I care like leaping, not like falling. Scared like love is not symptomatic but emphatic. Down with this infatuation, I breathe love into creation. Down with this infatuation, I breathe love into creation. And there we go. That is the album or something like it, which I will record at some point in the future. There is a version, very much a version of this exact thing on YouTube. Some of them sung better in that one, some of them sung better in this one on my main channel. And as always, the VODs are all available on my VOD channel, Cornea's VODs on YouTube. But hey Robertus, I think we're going to wind up and play our end of stream song before we venture off into the darkness to find somewhere to raid. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm streaming Sundays and Wednesdays at the moment, so I'll be back on Sunday, Easter Sunday. Depending on how long the Easter egg hunt takes, I might be a little bit late, but I will, of course, post on Discord. If that is the case, Discord is the place to be for stream updates and hang out with these lovely people. If you want to see my book, Instagram, that's on Instagram. Otherwise, you can listen to music that I write, wherever you like to stream your music, probably. But that's enough content from me. Let's play our end of stream song, the world famous Combine, where we take Combine harvested by the Wurzels and via the horrors of modern science, fuse it with a random song from the song list. Thank you so much, Bentisto, for all of your exclamation work mark there. Okay. We're going to play Masterpiece by Big Thief to the tune of Combine Harvester by the Wurzels. God left long ago. This is what remains. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I hope you're having a good week. If you're having a crap week, I hope it gets a bit better for you. And I'll see you on Sunday. Let's play Master Harvester. Oh, I kind of hate that. I think I hate that. Lurka, if you're watching on the VOD, thank you so much for those gift subs. Thank you also to the resubs today, everybody. It's going to be April soon. Not next stream, though. One more stream in March. I don't know what that is. That's just your calendar check. I don't know. I'm not sure what the point was of me saying that, but, you know, didn't we have a good time? Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you for listening to my original songs and me rambling on. It's very good of you and very meaningful for me. Let's play Master Harvester. Apparently that's going to be what it's called. Years, days makes no difference to me, babe. You look exactly the same to me. Ain't no time crossing your legs inside the diner, raising your coffee to your lips, the steam. You saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like you, wrapping her left arm around your right, ready to walk you through the night. You saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like you. You whisper to a restless ear, can you get me out of here? Well, this place smells like piss and beer. It very much is Combine Harvester. Can you get me out? You were asking me how to get you free, but I only know the recipe to Rome. You saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like you, wrapping her left arm around your right, ready to walk you through the night. You saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like you. Old stars filling up my throat, you gave them to me when I was born, but now they're coming out. Laying there on that hospital bed, your eyes were narrow, blue and red. You took a draw of breath and said to me that you saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like me, wrapping my left arm around your right. There's a ready to walk you through the night. You saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like me. They're not like a natural pairing, these two. Old friends, old mothers, dogs and brothers. There's only so much letting go you can ask someone to do. So I keep you by my side, I will not give you to the tide. I'll even walk you in my stride, Marie, 'cause I saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like you, wrapping my left arm round my right, ready to walk me through the night. I saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like you. Ooh, I. If you just heard that and you're like, why is this happening? Don't ask me. Number one, I'm very sure I did not invent this. And number two, sometimes it brings us moments of pure magic. The things you could not imagine. Combinations of horror and delight. Shut up, Bethan. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. We are going to go for a raid. We're going to go see Numb the Geek doing a charity stream for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Hey, Blue Jay, good to see you. Baptiste, thank you so much for those raid messages. Grab a raid message to come along. Kevin is such a great musician, such a kind and relaxing presence, and I can't copy the raid message. And raising, can't speak either, money for an incredibly good cause. So what is not to like? There we go. Let's go on a raid. Thank you so much, everybody. Bentiso, thank you for modding. Happy Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you when I see you. I'll be back on Sunday singing some songs. Let's go. Just awkward wave.